Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well. The international break is finally almost over, man. We can't bear having 2 weeks of international break, man. The games are so boring. The Premier League is back. That means the prediction show is back. Game week 5 is here, and I have a guest with me. Naythan, how are you?
All good, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. Are you okay after your transfer window? Of course, I'm a new fan. I've had a lot of people complaining.
Yeah, I'm a United fans. Not the best window for us. Didn't get our main man. I thought we were going to get him. I really thought we were going to get Sancho. I thought all the way up to the deadline. Nah, we'll still figure it out. We'll still get it. We'll just pay the 120. Didn't get Sancho. Cavani comes in. Telles comes in. The Uruguayan guy's name escapes me at the moment. Obviously, Van de Beek comes in. A lot of players coming in, none of them really needed. None of them the player we wanted or needed. Not the best window for us.
Did you really want Sancho? Was he your first guy that you really wanted yourself?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think I went into the window thinking Sancho number 1 priority. You know, in my ideal world, get that out the way at the beginning, have him in for the first game of the season, and then I would have been, the signings we made would have been great if they were our 2nd, 3rd, 4th signing of the window. So if we had brought in Sancho and then we had sorted out, oh, cool, we brought in Van de Beek, it's a bit of depth, it's great. If we then had sorted Sancho, but then bring in Telles, it's like, oh, great, we addressed another position of need. But our 2 major positions that I still think that we needed help with was right winger and someone to take the load off Matic, and we didn't do either. So now we're kind of stuck with a very unbalanced squad. I think it's going to be a long season for us.
Yeah, and what have you made of the Premier League season so far?
Oh, well, it's been hectic, hasn't it? I think combination, no preseason, teams apparently just forgetting what defending is, the new handball rule. It's been really good fun. Lots of high-scoring games, and I'm really enjoying, Everton. Different clubs doing really well for themselves. Like West Ham's been on a great run. Everton's been brilliant. I think Villa have done a lot of good business. So I see them having a pretty good season. So it's been really fun. I'm loving it.
Yeah. So, we are here to make the predictions for Matchweek 5. And since you brought Everton up, Everton against Liverpool is first up. What are you expecting from this game? Because Everton are top of the table. Could Liverpool be the underdogs in this game?
It's hard to call Liverpool the underdogs in any game at the moment. I still think Liverpool are the best side in the world. In my opinion, they're the best side in the world. They have been for a couple of seasons now. They've got Thiago back, I think. They've got Mane back. I saw Matip's also in training. So they're getting, their squad that was quite COVID hit is coming back. Still to be, I think Everton obviously started off brilliantly. They've got Calvert-Lewin, who I love. I've been tweeting his praises every single week. I think he's a brilliant player. I think he's going to hit, he could hit 25 goals this season. It should be a close game. But I think, I'm looking forward to it. I think Liverpool are going to come out with the win but you can never tell in a derby. I think Liverpool 2, Everton 1. I can see that.
Liverpool 2, Everton 1. You're not worried about Liverpool's defense because they've been conceding a lot of goals this season?
Yeah, I know. Obviously, they conceded it was 7 to Villa. Which is quite shocking. I still have faith that they'll sort it out. You don't score 97 points and having the points they got last season, win a Champions League, win a Premier League without being able to figure that stuff out. So I think Klopp's a great manager. He's got, I still think, the best centre back in the world, partnered with, whoever partners him does a lot better. So I can see them, they'll figure it out at some point, and I think there's no reason to say they wouldn't be this week. And don't forget, I think if there's a centre back in the league who can probably match up quite well with Calvert-Lewin, it's going to be Van Dijk.
True.
He's strong, quick, intelligent. He can probably, if there's going to be a centre back who's going to do a number on Calvert-Lewin, it's going to be Van Dijk.
Yeah, awesome. So he's gone for a Liverpool 2-1 win, but I don't agree. I'm going to go for a draw, 2-2. Everton to keep the undefeated run going. And the second game is going to be Chelsea against Southampton. Chelsea winning 4-0 against Crystal Palace last time out. Southampton, always a team with a good attack, and they've just added Walcott. I think he'll go straight to the lineup. What are your expectations for this game, Naythan?
Well, Southampton's like my second club, so I find it very I find it very hard to bet against them. But I think being realistic, obviously they've got Theo in, and that's a great signing for the club. But that being said, I think Chelsea just got too much about them. Saints still not firing at all cylinders, not quite yet. I think that they've got another level to get to. I still think Chelsea will take this quite easily, probably like 2-0. I don't see Saints getting anything.
Are you not worried that Werner and Havertz have not hit the ground running yet?
No, again, it's just about playing your way into the league. It's a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. The Premier League is a very quick, very tough league to join in on, and I can't bet against a talent like Havertz, a talent like Werner. They're be it for their previous clubs, be it for the national team, they're just good players, and you can see that in their game. Once it starts coming through a bit more, and they settle into the pace of the Premier League, they're going to do it. They're going to tear it up. I think it was just the post-lockdown Havertz just blew me away with his play, and I think once he gets used to the pace of the league, he's going to be a problem. And at home to Southampton, that's a good time to start.
Yeah, true. So 2-1 win.
2-0. 2-0 Chelsea.
I think Southampton have to score a goal. So I'm going to go for 2-1 Chelsea. The third game, it's cracking games on Saturday. Please be nice, Naythan. You're on Arsenal channel. Try and be nice. City against Arsenal. City losing 5-2. Of course, they'll be probably missing Bernardo Silva if they're made to isolate Aguero, Jesus, De Bruyne with an injury probably. Could we get something from this?
Well, yeah, I think Arteta has impressed me. I think that I'm starting to see the building block of a team that's going places, that's improving week on week. So I'm not ready to crown Arteta a Guardiola. The secret behind Guardiola's success quite yet, but I can see Arsenal growing into the season, doing well this season. But I think City's there for the taking this week, and I think I don't see a reason. The 3-4-3 has been working quite well for Arsenal so far. I could see it being, I could see Arsenal nicking 2-1, 1-0, getting a win and just keeping City at bay. I can actually see Arsenal winning this.
Now, we've not won this against any top 6 team away from home, like more than 40 games in the Premier League. So we always say that. I remember when you faced you guys at Old Trafford like 4 years ago, and we were saying like Rashford is a kid. We're going to beat these guys. This is the best time to beat them, and you guys still beat us. So I've seen it so many times. So I'm just going to go for a draw. So Man City 2, Arsenal 2. If you guys want to see more on this game, I'll have City fans on tomorrow. So tune in for that. And the last game is gonna be you guys on Saturday, Newcastle against Man U. Let's say, Naythan, you lose this game. Is Solskjaer gone?
I think it's probably not going to be this game that decides it. I think the way the club has kind of always done things, nothing's been done quickly. So I suspect if and when Solskjaer goes, it'll be many weeks of us hearing who the new manager is. Because, I feel as if when Van Gaal left, we all knew it was going to be Mourinho. I think it was everyone kind of thought it was going to be Poch when Mourinho left. So I think once we start hearing those rumors for like a few weeks, that's when it'll happen. I don't necessarily. I still kind of rate Oli. I think there's still, in general, the club has moved in a positive direction under him. They obviously, the game against Tottenham was comfortably the worst game I've ever seen United play. You can't just collapse like that when you play for Manchester United, and he has to sort that out. And this has got to be the week that if there's no response, maybe I'll come off Oli Island. I'll become Oli out. I think if we don't respond in a big way this weekend. So
there's been rumors. Sorry, there's been rumors of him and Fernandes not getting along.
Yeah, I don't know. Not getting along. Guys forget Bruno he stayed at Sporting after being physically attacked by fans. He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Bruno is not one to be messed with. I think Oli is. He was. Don't forget he shared a locker room with the Roy Keane. He knows what it means to have a player who will do anything for the badge. And I think that's kind of where Bruno is coming from, is that playing for United is the biggest honor for him, and he wants to, he just wants the club to be at that level. I think obviously something did happen to that Tottenham game for Bruno to come off at halftime, whatever was said. Anyone who follows me on Twitter knows I'm the biggest Bruno Fernandes fan going. I begged United to sign him for what feels like years. I think whatever him and Ollie have going on, I can see them patching it up, and both guys who clearly bleed Manchester United, and I love that. I love that passion.
So you guys won't have Martial and Cavani. So who starts up front, and which formation do you go for?
Yeah, I think we're probably going to stick with the same formation. It's a question of, I think Van de Beek probably comes in, and maybe Bruno shifts out to the right. So Bruno still on the right, Van de Beek in the midfield. With no Martial, Rashford will come in. Probably the number 9. Or Greenwood come to the number 9. It's also going to be something rejigged. Again, this is where having a right winger would have been great, because we just don't really have the flexibility now. Because honestly, I don't
Daniel
really
James.
Daniel James. I think it's pretty clear that for whatever reason, he's just not performed. I would kind of like to see us rejig things a little bit. Bruno kind of getting more free roll on the right, and Van de Beek getting that position, swapping positions with him in the middle. I could see us doing, putting a few goals past Newcastle. I hope, maybe it's speaking from hope. I'd love to see a 2-0 win. I think a 2-0 win would tell to me that there's some positive movement happening there.
Yeah, I think you'll get a win, because there's no way you're going to lose 10 games in a row. Your next games are PSG, Leipzig, Chelsea, Arsenal, and all those teams. So I think you guys have to pick up a win here. But I think Newcastle will score, especially the way I saw you guys playing defensively. Maguire, I mean, when you start seeing things like that, Naythan, you have to be right. When you start seeing Maguire pushing and pulling short, you have to be right. So I'm going to go for goals. Newcastle 2, Man U 3. I just think Greenwood, this is the kind of game Greenwood might get the goals like he did at the end of last season. So you're going for a win for United, 2-0?
Yeah, I'm going for 2-0. I think, I don't know, there's some question marks I saw about St. Maximin's fitness. He's had a bit of like an ankle issue or something like that. So especially if he's not in, I can, Maguire and Lindelof, I think, are going to be back starting. I can see them, finally sorting it out. We need them to.
Yeah, and Fernandes could actually miss out if they are asked to isolate. So it will be interesting to see your squad. And to go on Sunday, Crystal Palace against Brighton. Now Brighton has really changed their style of play. Back when they had Chris Hughton, they used to draw games 0-0, 1-0. But these days they score a bunch of goals. And Naythan would admit that they were very lucky to beat them a couple of weeks ago.
I've never seen anything quite like that. No, I really like this Brighton side. Really like Graham Potter. He's a great manager. Going back to time in Sweden, just great reputation for playing football the right way, and I think he's carried that forward to Brighton, which is hard to do when you're a small club in the Prem. So hats off to him for that. They've started the season so well. They should have taken points off us. They deserved it. I can't even hide from the fact that to get a penalty after the final whistle is a special kind of bad luck. For them, they're a great side. A lot of people don't really know, but this is like a massive derby for some reason. They're not even on the same. They hate each other, Palace and Brighton. So passion's there. I think Brighton's going to have this quite easily, though. Palace made some good signings. Eze hasn't quite fully integrated into the Prem yet, but brilliant young player. Him and Zaha are going to be a problem, but I still think Brighton's going to have this quite easily. I could see a 3-0 here.
Wow, okay. I think Crystal Palace will score, so Crystal Palace 1 and probably Brighton 2, because the attacking Trossard, Mope are very good these days. The 6th game, Tottenham against West Ham. Both teams good results recently. Tottenham, I don't know if Bale is going to be ready, but Kane and Son are looking very good.
Yeah, I think if you'd asked me pre-season, I really got Tottenham wrong. I have a few tweets to delete. I think I had Tottenham as, I really didn't see them starting off as well as they have. But obviously Kane has. I think the break of lockdown was really good for Harry Kane. I think he's just played a lot of football in the last few years. I think that break kind of has done some wonders for him. He's changed, he's obviously dropping a lot deeper the last couple of games and been brilliant at that. Let's see if they can keep that going. Yeah, Mourinho is Mourinho apparently still the powers are there, it seems. The very good side, and obviously West Ham have also turned up in the last couple of weeks. I think they beat Leicester. Was it 3-0?
And they also beat Wolves.
Yeah, they beat Leicester and Wolves. With David Moyes managing by Zoom or something. So it should be this should be a really good game. I think obviously Tottenham are going to be the favourites. I don't know though. I still sneakily think that there's an element of, and obviously Tottenham did put however many goals past us. Maybe it's revenge, but I kind of see them. I could see them dropping points here. I could see a 1-1 or a 2-1 win for Tottenham. I don't think it's going to be as easy. As I think.
I hate to say it, but I think they're going to have a very big victory here. I'm going to Tottenham 4, West Ham 2, 4-2 win, but there'll be goals. Kane and Son, they're on form, man. And when Son is on form, expecting goals. The next one is going to be Sheffield against Fulham. Fulham, poor start. Sheffield, poor start. I think between them, they scored only like 3 goals, or maybe, Fulham did score 3 goals against Leeds, but apart from that game, I don't think they scored any more than that. So they've not won any game between them. So 0-0.
No. I think Sheffield are just a better side. I think their poor start to the season. It's second season syndrome. I think they're gonna wake up at some point. I think Fulham's a good launching pad. Fulham just do not look like a Premier League side right now. And the results for Sheffield might say different, but I think Fulham just don't even look on the level. Yeah, I think Sheffield are going to wake up now. This is going to be the game. I could see 2-3-0 here.
Wow, a win for Sheffield. Okay, that would be good for their manager, Chris Wilder, but I'm going to go for 0-0. I'm just going to stick with 0-0. I can see both teams defending. And speaking of 0-0s, man, West Brom against Burnley. Do you expect much from this, Naythan?
I think teams.
I think what I saw in UK with Sky Sports and BT, I think they're going to be charging for this game. I'm not sure how many people will be paying for this game.
Yeah, no, West Brom Burnley has 0-0 written all over it, doesn't it? I think, there's no doubt in my mind. Knowing my luck, it's going to be the best game of the weekend. But my gut just tells me, without even looking at both sides, it will be 0-0. Sean Dyche, Slaven Bilic, both good managers with what they do.
Yeah.
But what they do is what they do. It's pretty limited in scope. So I'm going to back this for a quite tepid draw.
Yeah, if Tony Pulis was still West Brom manager, it could have been less than 0-0. I mean, the defensive side for those teams could have been terrible. Leicester, Aston Villa, the 9th game. Leicester, mixed start to the season. Aston Villa looking very good.
Villa, I think, did some of the best business in the window. They kept Grealish, which every single second is going to be a £100 million signing for them. Keeping him is so valuable. What a brilliant player he was. For England against Wales, he was unreal. Just unreal. And what he brings to Villa, he elevates them a whole other level. And I think, I am going to get a lot of upset people when I say this, but them swapping Samatta for Watkins might be the best move of the window, because
I think
Samatta was. He wasn't a Premier League player. A lot of respect for him. I think his journey to the top of football is something everyone should admire, but wasn't a Premier League standard player. And Watkins has come in. He's a brilliant player. That man up there, Emi Martinez, great goalkeeper they've signed. Leicester, not the best start to the season. They don't really look as the same as good as they were last season. I remember there was a point last season where we were talking about them being the challengers to Liverpool. That didn't quite materialize. Villa, I think Villa are going to surprise people here. I can see a Villa win 1-0 Villa, or 2-1.
Leicester did score 5 past Man City, so I'm going to go for a high-scoring game, probably the highest-scoring game of the week. So Leicester 4, Villa 3. Barkley, Grealish, Vardy, Barnes. You can just see goals. And another game I'm going to see goals. Go ahead.
No, I say actually, yeah, I completely forgot about the Leicester City game. You know, that's obviously Leicester can score goals, but no, I still I'm going to stick to my 2-1. I like my Villa, get 2 goals, park up shop a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and apart from the derbies, there's the last game of the weekend that I'm really looking forward to: Leeds against Wolves. Yeah. What are you expecting in this game?
Now, obviously, going to be a great game. Leeds have come up, and Bielsa's just that's a really fun side. I think that's just the way to put it. They're really fun. Calvin Phillips is a brilliant Lear player. Their keeper, his name escapes me at the moment. They're young 20-year-old goalkeepers. I'm a goalkeeper coach. That's my background. So I always like looking at their keepers. Young guys come from Ligue 2 in France, and it's doing brilliantly for them. Wolves, Portuguese national team, basically. Should be a good game. 2 really smart managers. 2 managers I really, really like. I can see this being quite a high-scoring draw, if I'm honest. I can see both sides just, Leeds with their devil-may-care play. I could see this being like a 2-2.
Yeah. I think I'd go for the same. And I think Leeds actually signed a goalkeeper called Casilla from Spain.
So they had Casilla at the end last season, but then he ended up dropping out of the team. He had an incident which you can Google later, that quite a bad incident. And he was dropped from the team, and they brought in this young goalkeeper. I think he was on loan there at the end of last season, 20 years old.
Mesley, I think.
Yes, Estley or something like that. I can't quite remember his name, but he's really impressed me. So he's someone who I really enjoy watching.
Okay, awesome. So those are your predictions. My prediction for Leeds Wolves, probably a 1-1 draw. I always do a couple of questions at the end, Naythan. So 3 players that will definitely score this weekend.
3 players will definitely score this weekend.
Yeah, 3 players. Yeah.
Okay, Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin. Salah.
Yeah. Salah.
I think Jack Grealish is gonna get a goal.
And which game are you looking forward to most, apart from United, of course?
Everton Liverpool is going to be a great game. I think that's a surprisingly top of the table clash. I always look forward to Southampton games. So Chelsea Southampton will be my second one.
And which game are you avoiding totally this weekend?
West Brom Burnley. I think I'm going to have to give that one a miss. I think, but knowing my luck, that's going to be the best one. But no, I think West Brom Burnley, I think we can all say, is going to be the one we all give a miss.
And the last question: which game will have the most goals?
Oof. I don't know. I can't even remember all my predictions. I think I can imagine City Arsenal having a few goals in there. I think at some point the goals are going to have to come down, because we can't be having 7-2s and 6-1s every weekend. So City Arsenal, I could see there being goals there.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much for coming on. Where can they follow you?
You can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Naythan DK, Naythan with a Y, like it's on your screen. Twitter, Instagram. Post a lot about football, so find me there.
Awesome. I'll put his link in the description. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Before I go on, if you want to join my Fantasy Premier League, there's the code, and the direct link will be in the description. Finally, the Premier League football is back. I'll also have a show later on today with FPL TV, the FPL content creator legend. So watch out for that. But as of now, let's wait for Matchweek 5. Brilliant games coming up. 4-5 very, very good games to look forward to. But for now, thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.